Now let's talk about our adjustable front tension arms. So a tension arm is the part of the front suspension assembly that is keeping the lower control arm. So you've got the lower control arm, and we've got a diagonal piece that connects the chassis to the lower control arm to triangulate it to the chassis. What that part does is helps position the front tire fore and aft in the wheel well. So what can happen is when you add camber, negative camber to the car, you can end up bringing the tire. You can move the tire forward or rearward depending on how you adjust the camber, and then you need an adjustable tension rod to bring it back. So these are for the I won't say extremes, but these are for adjusting the car to get very precise handling characteristics out of it. We adjust caster with the uh, front tension rod, and by being able to remove some caster from say 11 degrees or 12 degrees down to 7 or 8 degrees, we can make the steering effort less. We can keep more of the tire in contact with the ground as we're turning the wheel, so it doesn't want to pick up onto its corner as you're turning the steering wheel. So there's a lot of advantages to being able to adjust that tension arm. Running through some of the questions. Some tension arms, one of the questions is, are there any compatibility issues with OEM brake ducts or other components? You have to take a thoughtful design approach to the tension arms because this is where Porsche will put the brake ducts on a number of vehicles. And we had to take special care to ensure that the brake ducts would clip on to our tension arm in the same way that they do from the factory without having to buy any other brake ducts, without having to use zip ties, without them being circular and spinning all around, et cetera, et cetera. Um, the yeah, yeah. So the tension arms, inner control arms, which we'll talk about next, and tie rods are kind of the minimum, let's say, for getting the front end of the car really dialed in. You can do camber plates. Some cars like a GT3 RS, 991 GT3 RS doesn't need camber plates. It already has plenty of camber in the upper mounts, and if it's a YSOC car, it's already monoball. So there aren't really a lot of advantages to doing a camber plate on that car, for instance. But all of them can use tension arms. That way, whoever's doing your suspension alignment has the ability to adjust fore and aft position of the wheel and tire, especially if you go to larger wheels and tires, wider wheels and tires. This all comes important. So that's the gist of the adjustable front tension arm pair.